tonight that there's a plan for Jeremy Johnson to play a role in this game. You've said that all season. He's played fairly limited, except for obviously the star of Western Carolina coming in against FAU. Without getting into too much specifics, but is the plan a bigger plan for a bigger role in this game for him?
Well, each game he's had a bigger plan. It's just the way the game unfolds sometimes either allows for more playing time or less playing time. But Coach Lashley's got a very good plan for him for this game. And at the same time, if something were happening to Nick, we feel like he can run our entire offense also.
Coach, I think after Mississippi State, somebody asked you about the 2010 team and how this team compared. You said they weren't there yet. Have they gotten closer to that point? Do you see, maybe not as the senior, the veteran leadership, but is this team kind of closer to that team than they were?
You know, each game they have gotten better. And as coaching staff, we learned a lot about our team, you know, the first half of the season. And, you know, we weren't there yet. We're getting closer. There's still areas of improvement. And like I said at the very first, we're going to have to play our best game. We're going to have to improve from the last game that we had.
What are some similarities from this team to that 2010 team that you see?
Probably their ability to focus and their ability to find ways to win at the end of the game. You know, that's been something that I've been very impressed with our team. They found different ways to win. Sometimes it's offense, sometimes defense, or special teams. And in a close game, they won in some real pressure moments.
Can you solve the mystery of us for 2010? Do you believe they did crack the code of your signals in the first half of that game? And whether they did or didn't, how do you prevent that from happening this time?
Well, I think as a coach, you always got to take a look at yourself and the components of your offense and your communication and all that. I mean, you know, they were very good on defense in 2010, and they did a few things that were a little bit different up to that point. It took us a while to adjust.
So do you think they had your signals early?
You know, I really don't know.
Gus, you talked about the momentum for the season. How big was that second half of LSU affect you guys? You talked about it before, but looking back, is that a key moment?
Yeah, earlier in the season, you know, we were just, you know, I was real concerned about how our team would face, how we'd handle adversity. And that was my number one thing. And we got behind. It was on the road, hostile environment. We played on the verge of terrible for a quarter and a half. And at halftime, we had guys that were very vocal and you know, wasn't going to let what happened in the past happen. They went out there in the second half. We made it interesting. And if we'd have got that onside kick, you know, it could have got real interesting.
What are you telling your players that haven't played in a game of this magnitude, especially the Iron Bowl?
Yeah. You know, like I said, we're taking it one game at a time. Each game is bigger. Our guys understand that. And I'm sure some of our younger guys have leaned on the experiences of our older guys. But, you know, we're not going to hype up things. It's already big enough. We're going to do exactly what we've done to get here. And we're going to prepare.
Gus, you talked about the atmosphere for that Georgia game and how big that was for the game. How important will that be again this Saturday?
No, you know, our fans have been unbelievable. They've helped us win games, and obviously against Georgia it was a big factor. And I know our fans will be ready for this one, and our players are excited to play in front of them, and our coaches are really looking forward to the game also.
Gus, I know you don't